All right, everybody. Well, here she is. This is a new to me 2021 Corvette Stingray C8. This is the 3LT, which we'll talk more about that. This is also the Z51 package. See that there? This is coming to you in gorgeous rapid blue. I am going to show you a little bit more on the engine and talk about some of the mods, but real quick, we're going to close this up and we're going to look at the car. I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what we're all here for. Give you guys some nice angles. When I bought this car, it did come with the rims that are already on it. These rims are made specifically for, well, they have a version, okay? When you order these rims, they're the F11 by HRE. But when you order those, they have them specific for the C8. And what it's gonna do, it's gonna fill in that wheel gap. The stock ones, they sit in too far. So these look a lot better. So that's what we got there. They came with it. High wing did not come with the car from the factory, but the guy that had it before me, he put that on there. And honestly, it's coming off, and I'm getting another high wing because the paint quality is not the best. It's the Amazon special, but that's all right. It looks good from afar, and that's all that matters. Tail light covers, those were on there as well. They're not bad, but water does get behind there when I'm washing them, and I'm not a fan of that. So I am going to replace those with the Euro lights in the future from Paragon. But that'll be down the road. I got other mods that are way more important than that, and we're going to talk about them here very quickly. But man, she is beautiful. Obviously, ton of C8 content out there, but does it really ever get old? I mean, come on. This is a pretty cool spec. It's not the most common spec because of these seats right here. All right, those are the competition seats. We got the suede, as you can see here. I'm gonna go ahead and leave this door open. I'm gonna open up, give you that, look at that beautiful engine cover. We'll talk more about that in a minute. All right, we're gonna open it up, get a little more light in here. This does have the carbon fiber package. Again, giving you a better view of the seat, competition seats. I love these seats, man. They're so comfortable. They fit you like a glove. Incredible. Coming in here, I did add that right there. Carbon fiber waterfall cover. That's where you put your phone to charge it. Before it was just raw plastic. That really tied everything in, and I'm excited about that. It was like 60 bucks. I think I got it on Amazon or eBay. Love the suede steering wheel. Suede right here as well. It's got the leather dash. No bubbles. Beautiful yellow stitching. You can actually see it in the roof. Yellow seat belts. We got the stitching in the seats as well as on the dash. So overall, really like the interior. Let's talk about the top. Now, when I bought the car, the top was blue. No, I'm wrong. It was already wrapped. Sorry. Instead of carbon flash, which this is a 3M, I don't know the exact name of it. I'm sorry, guys, but basically, whoever makes it, it's either Avery or 3M. It's the closest thing there is to carbon flash. So, for example, that is real carbon flash, and that is the wrap. And you can see they're pretty doggone close. But he had gloss black here, and then gloss black here. So those three areas. And it was a horrible job. It was coming up everywhere. So I basically had it peeled off and went back with carbon flash. So loving that. All right, let's step back. Man, the high wing spoiler really ties this car in. Especially with the rapid blue and having all the black and blue just go hard. Coming around to the front, I did go ahead and take off the original OG badge and went with the carbon flash all black. So that really helped out, kind of completing the look there in the front. The tail light, or the headlights I should say, these are not tinted. That is PPF, and it's a smoke tint, so I guess it is tint, but it's not like window tint. It is PPF. The reason they look so dark is the headlight housing itself, but behind the backing, I guess you could say, is black. So no matter, you can go really light, even if it's a light smoke. When you put it on there, it's going to look dark like it does now. But if you go and zoom, you can still see the details of the light, right? I mean, it's not so dark you can't see the little eyebrow, you want to call it. And of course, I'm gonna show you real quick. Turned it on. Oh, the lights went off. Never mind. Never mind. All right. One interesting thing. I started it, but I don't want to stop. That's okay, because we're about to open up the engine bay anyway. Back to these headlights real quick. I don't recommend these if you do a lot of night driving. Basically, it's 100% doable, okay? But it's very equivalent to like a 90s model Honda Accord with the halogen bulbs. Simple as that. Remember the ones that were like, man, these ain't the best, and you go to AutoZone and you try to look for the super bright one, halogen, the brightest one they had, and then you change those out and it helped a little bit. Yeah, that's where we're at up there. All right, that always shuts it off, by the way. Well, now we're going to talk about future mods, and we're going to talk about some of the things I've already done. It came with this mat in the front trunk, but it did not come with the one in the back. So I did order that on either eBay or Amazon. The latch for the front, of course, is right underneath the headlight, right here. But like I said, it came with that one, and I was able to find just the rear piece on eBay. Typically, they're sold in a set. But I definitely recommend these versus the cheap ones on Amazon. These are 3 pieces. Where the one on Amazon is just 1 piece, so you're not really fully protected, especially for liquid spills. This one does have mag ride. It also has, this is fully loaded. It even has, we'll come in here, you got the front camera, it has the front lift, and you also have, of course, that's the traction control, and then it has the mag ride. So front lift, mag ride, front camera, those are pretty desirable options that a lot of people end up going with, and I definitely recommend you do the same. All right, so back to the engine bay. Man, like obviously this is just my opinion. I'm going with black and yellow theme on the inside of the engine bay. I'm gonna tell you more about what's going on in here because we got more parts coming already. But I wanted to shut that hatch and show you how sweet that yellow looks and how it pops. And the reason I went with that yellow is, it's kind of a given, right? Got the yellow calipers, we got the yellow and black on the interior. So my thought was I wanted to keep the interior of the engine bay, going with that black and yellow theme. So the highlight of that, of course, is the engine cover. I'm gonna zoom in for you. This is custom painted, accelerate yellow. They hand paint the Corvette flag black. You can see that's painted, so beautiful piece. But yeah, like I said, when you shut the trunk, just kind of walking around, you can kind of get a glance at it so it catches the eye. And I'm gonna zoom back out. There we go. All right, so yeah, that's more like it. Let me zoom in a little bit. Yeah, there you go. But it's pretty cool. You can definitely see that it really, really does pop. So again, really excited about that. High wing spoiler, got rust on the screws. Again, there's a couple bad spots in the paint, and I'm just there. As a matter of fact, I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you can see that right there. Look at that. I don't even know what that is, man. But, and then the overall paint job is not that great. You can tell it's an Amazon special. By the way, Amazon, eBay specials, it's hit and miss. If you get a shitty product, you can just send it back and either get them to send you another one, because oftentimes the second one won't be as bad. And if it's no good the second time, then go with a different vendor. What I'm finding out is there's 100 people selling the same stuff, and they might be made at different factories and have better standards. Who knows? All right, so mods. let's go ahead and just get that out of the way. I want you guys to know where I'm at with this, where we're going with this, and it's about to happen hard and heavy. Monday, this coming Monday, we are going to be ordering the parts, and once the parts come in, then it's pretty much straight going to the shop, and within 2 days, it's going to have the following. Doing a complete full bolt-on. If I don't do E85 next week with the tune, it'll be coming a few weeks after that. So he's gonna look more into that. But full bolt-on, I mean full bolt-on. The only thing I'm not gonna do now is gonna be the intake manifold. But I will eventually get that ported, as well as the ported throttle body, okay? But for now, we're going all out. I've got the Corsa Extreme exhaust with the AFM valve, so it's not gonna have the MPP where you can change the tone low to high. I don't care for that. I want it loud. This is not my daily driver. This is a toy to me, and I love it. The car's loud, I'm loud, and we're gonna be loud. So with that being said, Corsa Extreme, the AFM valve, what that does is it prevents the car from having that annoying drone if you have it in tour mode and you want to be taking a long cruise down the highway on that soft suspension. And when it goes to 4-cylinder mode, they say the drone is pretty bad. So with that said, the AFM version comes with that particular actual valve bracket, and it does work as factory, so therefore it doesn't drone when the 4-cylinder mode kicks in. However, back to that tune, he's also going to look into it. I'm pretty sure we can disable that feature. And then if that's the case, you know, that's perfectly fine. So, but we'll figure that out as time going, or as we go along, I'm sorry. So we got headers. We're doing American Racing headers. I am going to be filming some of the install, by the way, so I'm going to take you guys along for that ride as well. We are taking the cats out. I was going to do sport cats, but I decided I don't care. I want it loud and proud, and I want as much power as possible. And because we are going to take this to the strip, my goal is to get a 10.5 out of it, the drag strip. So we're going to be doing the racing bypass pipe to completely bypass the sport cat, which is right there, that little silver gold looking can. These are the factory, I guess you could say, headers, but we're going to go with American Racing headers. We're going to put a Haltech intake there right away. And of course the Corsa exhaust. So headers, cat deletes, intake, and the extreme catback track exhaust, so it won't have any mufflers. It's just going to be, you know, flowing straight through. Black tips, okay, they'll be round instead of the square. A lot of people say they don't like the square. I actually think they're fine. I don't have a problem with it at all, but I do like the round better. So kind of excited about that. And once I get all of that done, I'm going to enjoy it for a little bit, and probably about a month after that, and I'll take you guys along for that ride. We'll do before and after videos as well. I am going to do the lowering kit, and I'm just going with the lowering collars up front that'll work with the mag ride. And then you buy the wrench where you can actually, the rear suspension is adjustable from the factory, so you're able to lower the rear suspension to match the front when you put these collars in. I guess they call them lowering collars. So as far as the outside goes, shut this for future mods. The only thing I'm really going to do, again, way out in the future, will be the Euros. That'll probably be the last thing I do on the exterior. Coming up sooner than later, I am going to get these side skirts as well as this front lip. And I'm doing the exact same style, the Z51 style, okay? I'm not doing the 5M or the Z06 side skirts. Nothing against them, but I have a Z51 and I want to keep it what it is. So, but this is plastic, so it doesn't match the carbon flash. So basically I'm going to get the front lip identical to that one, as well as the identical side skirts in the carbon flash. And that's going to look awesome. I mean, that's really going to just kind of tie it all in on the outside. So yep, that's the plan there. I've had the car for about 6 months, and I absolutely love this car. it's basically, in my opinion, if you want a car that looks badass, has that exotic look, is reliable, absolutely just stunning in every way, and performs like crazy in a straight line, stoplight to stoplight, around a racetrack, on a curvy road. Guys, this has the Z51 package, so I mean, it is, even though it's not the Z06 or the ZR1 or X that they got coming out, dude, it is still a beast of a car on the track when you put the track alignment on it. Get the Cup 2 track tires. Like, I'm telling you right now, this Z51 is more car than most people can even handle that don't have track experience. So, like, for example, if you were, going to the track for the second time in your life, you wouldn't have the skills to get what this car is capable of putting down. Like, you would have to actually learn and get practice and get better and better before you'd really be able to get the maximum capability out of this car, where you were going as fast as you can go around the track and the lap time this car is capable of. So don't buy into this crap, it's slow or it's this or that. Look, if you're wanting to build a roll racer, this ain't for you, okay? But if you want a car that you can get to run 10.5, so you can get it to hook on the street and probably run high 10s, I mean definitely low 11s on the actual street, this is the car you want. Do the bolt-ons, get that amazing sound, which we're going to hear that next week, and just enjoy it. And that's exactly what I'm going to do with it. Taking you guys along for the ride. So hope you guys are as excited as I am. But yeah, so that's where we're at. And got a lady turning around, looks like she's going to go do some road biking. I actually just got a road bike not too long ago. But anyway, that's another story. But yeah, she looks like she's checking on hers, make sure it's latched down. The things, hell, mine was $1,800, and it's the entry-level one, so make sure that don't fall off. She ready to go to Oak Mountain. Anyway, but yeah, man, this is it. Super, super stoked about it. We give you guys some walk around, let you look at it some more. Because again, that's why I watch these videos. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't mind listening to the folks talk like myself and tell me your story and what's going on. It's for sure cool. But I also like seeing the car. So a lot of them, man, I feel like they don't really show you enough of the angles, and they're kind of brief with it, So for me, nah, I want to go up close, get down low, show you what we're working with. But yeah, man, we'll go back to the engine bay before I end this video. So I'm not going to give away everything, the mods and stuff, man. I don't really mind giving that all away because we are doing it all at once. So I'm literally going to make a video, guys, showing the installation. And we're going to go out there and rip this bad boy. We are taking it to the drag strip in Steele, Alabama. We're going to have some fun with this car. And I'm going to take y'all along for the ride. Car shows, car clubs, you name it. So, but yeah, I got some more upgrades coming to dress up the interior. And I'm going to tell you right now, what you see now, it's nice, don't get me wrong, but what I'm putting in, it's going to tie everything in, and it's just going to make it over the top. Obviously, that's subjective to my opinion, but I really feel like once I get everything laid out and I share it with you guys, I think you guys are going to fucking dig it. You might not. Leave your comments in that video and give me your opinion, what you think, but that's pretty much it, guys. I really do appreciate it. Oh, real quick, got the personalized blue by. Yes, sir. So whenever I pass that car, it's going too slow, and the wife just looks at the husband. Well, he just blew by us. As a matter of fact, I sure did. But yeah, like the tag, it's pretty cool. But I cannot wait. Look at that. Oh, dude, that's hard. So, because when you're walking up on the side and you got it up, this is going to be for the car show, right? That yellow just grabs you and pulls you right on in. And then when they see the headers, oh, they're going to know what's up. But yeah, I will say this before I go on the bolt-ons. I went with each component that pretty much gave you the most horsepower increase per what they say. For example, Haltech for the intake, American Racing, they claim 17 horsepower, but they claim 37 horsepower in the mid-range, which is pretty awesome. Also, I am going to get this bad boy dynoed before and after, because I want to know, okay, and here's the thing, I'm going to find a dyno that's got an indoor place, cooled shop, and I want to dyno it, and then do the mods. It'll take them 2 days to do the mods, and then I want to go dyno it, like no more than 2-3 days later, from, basically when 2 days is up and the mods are done, I want it on that dyno within 1 to 2 days after that. So I really want to see what is the most we can get out of it, just doing the full bolt-ons. Again, the only 2 things I'll really have left to add, and we'll do another dyno when that time comes, is for sure the intake, and then we have to see what they say and what the cost is, as far as doing the E85 tune, and you got to get the flex kit, which is not that expensive in itself. But nevertheless, we're gonna look into that, and if I don't do that right away, then I'll wait and make that the next round, and it'll be the last round for the engine mods for the intake and the actual tune. So, but yeah, that's where we're at. I know a lot of the YouTube channels, they kind of do one mod at a time and kind of pan it out, and that is the smart way to do it. But at the end of the day, we're going to be doing a lot more than just cars on the channel, and it's my channel, so I'm just going to kind of start and have a little fun with it. I have other vehicles, I have motorcycles and other toys that I'm going to be sharing with you on the channel as well. So it's not just going to be all C8 content. I want to make that very clear. Ton of RC cars, planes, boats, on-road, off-road. So we got we got some cool toys, man. That's why my channel is Mr. Toy Box. So definitely be looking out in the future for some more stuff, and I promise you I'm going to keep the content coming, and we're going to have some fun and look forward to, like I said, taking this out, seeing what she can do with the strip, seeing how much power can we really get on an NA motor with full bolt-ons. And I think we're going to be pretty impressed, and I got some numbers I'm going to share with you guys on the next video. Once we do the mods, I'm going to really kind of get more into detail and explain to you why I went this route, because I was going to either do the head and cam package or a twin turbo, and you're going to be shocked when I tell you the numbers. And these numbers that I share with you are the exact reason why I decided to do the full bolt-on, which altogether is going to cost me like $8,000 for everything, and that does not include the tune if we even go that route, not required, and the E85 tune and the intake ported and a bigger throttle body. So that's where we're at. I appreciate you guys tagging along. I hope you enjoyed the video as much as I enjoyed making this video. If you have any questions, any comments, feel free to ask away in the comment section, and I certainly do my best to respond to all of them. All right, well, you guys have a great weekend. Enjoy whatever you have, and we'll see you on the next one.